Hey, what's up guys? This is Guy here. Today I'm going to show you how I installed the UNVR or the UniFi NVR. This is a network video recorder from Ubiquiti Networks. I'm going to use it to manage my cameras. I have about 16 cameras in my home network, and this is going to be what I use. So UniFi Protect is a video surveillance system, as I said, from Ubiquiti Networks. I've been using it for about 3 years now, and I'm happy with it, but I have to make some changes in my network. This is the current state of my home network. As you can see, I'm currently using the UDM SE as my main firewall right here, and I have two connections coming from Comcast and Lumen. And right now the UDM SE is also my NVR or network video recorder. There is a disk right here where I record all my footage, and right now I have an 8 terabyte drive which can save up to 19 or 20 days with the 16 cameras. But I'm going to switch my network to Fortinet. I'm going to replace all the UniFi devices that I have with Fortinet devices, and this is going to be my new network design. As you can see here, I'm going to have a FortiGate as the main firewall or security appliance, and I'm going to have some Forti switches and Forti APs as well. So that's a project coming on this channel. So if you want to see everything from the beginning to the end, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also like this video to be notified when I release my next video, and follow me on Facebook and Instagram. So what we're going to do today is install these hard drives that I have here. I have 3 4 terabyte hard drives, which is going to be a total of 8 terabyte in RAID 5. And I'm going to use these two cameras here just to test and show you how to adopt the cameras on the UNVR. And by the way, I also made sure that I turned off the UniFi Protect service on the UDM SE, so it's not going to conflict with what I'm doing here. And if you want to know more about UniFi Protect, I made a video on this channel a long time ago when I showed you how I installed my home network from A to Z. But all you have to know is that beside the cameras with UniFi Protect, you also need somewhere to run the service itself. Right now it's on the UDM SE, but I can run it on the UNVR or the UniFi Cloud Key. I have a UniFi Cloud Key as well. But the reason I went for the UNVR is because I have too many cameras. At some point I was receiving some messages on the UDM SE telling me that I have too many cameras. I was reaching the limit of the device. And if we look at this here, it's showing you, this is a link that I'm gonna put in the description. You can calculate and see how many cameras or how many services you can have running on your devices. In this case, for example, I picked the UDM SE. If I run a UniFi network in my case and I have 3 access point or 4 access point, and I also run UniFi Protect, and I have like 2 4K cameras, I have about 6 2K cameras, and the remaining, you see, when I add more HD cameras, it's reducing the size or the number of the 4K cameras. So this is how you can know exactly how much you need or what device will go with what. But if I go with the UNVR, you can see that I can have, let's say we have UniFi Protect activated here, and I can have 5 or 7 4K cameras. I can add 2K cameras, I can add HD cameras. We have a lot more potential with the UNVR. I'm not talking about the redundancy you have with the disk, because right now I only have 3 hard drives. I can have as many as 4, and if one of them fails in RAID 5, I can replace it without any problem. So that's why I'm loving this device. Looking at the device itself, in the front, as I said, we have 4 bays for your hard drives, and I'm going to use 3 of them for today. We have some ventilation over here, and if we go on the back of the device, we have the USB connect here, which I don't have and I don't use. We also have a 1 gig connection and a 10 gig. I like the 10 gig. That's what I'm going to use, the SFP Plus connected to my Forti switch. It's going to run at a high speed with all the cameras. I may even add more cameras, so the 10 gig will be a big difference. We have some fans over here, and we have the power coming in over here. I have an unboxing video that is on Instagram, so that's why you have to follow me on Instagram if you want to see how I unbox this device. So the unboxing is done. Today is going to be just the install, and I'm going to bring it in my rack by the end of this project. And then the next move will be to remove the UDM SE from the network. And I have a switch here. This is the USW8 Enterprise PoE. The 3 port 1, 2, and 3 are in my main VLAN, so I'm going to use them to connect the UNVR and the cameras. So now let's go ahead, install the hard drives, and we are going to turn on the device, connect it to the network, and adopt these cameras it should be straightforward. Let's go ahead and do that. So we have our device already. What we're going to do now is plug in the power and turn it on, and also connect it to the network. To configure the device, you can use the UniFi Protect app on your phone to detect it with Bluetooth, and you can go there and do some configurations. But in my case, I know where I connected it, so I can just go directly in my UDM SE, go under the port number 1. This is where the device is, and I can see that the address is 10.35.0.134. So I'm going to go and access that address from my browser. We should be able to see it. All right, and here we can go and click Setup UNVR. On the next page, it's asking to give it a name. I'm just going to name it UNVR and also agree to all the terms and conditions, and I'll hit Next. So here I have to log in my Ubiquiti account. I'm just going to put my username and password. So now we checked my account to see if I had any backup for the UNVR. I didn't have any, so I'm just going to continue. So here it's asking me when I want to do the update to my device. I don't like this. I will just disable this option so I can do the update manually myself, and I'll hit Next. I am not going to enable it, and we'll just hit Finish. And I'm going to log in using my UniFi credentials. Once the UNVR is online, one of the major things you have to do is to update your UniFi OS and UniFi Protect. So as you can see here, it took me about 10 to 15 minutes to make sure UniFi Protect and UniFi OS were up to date. So the device is updating. As you can see, it's going blue, white. So over there I can see that it's still updating. All right, so UniFi Protect is up to date. UniFi OS is up to date. Let's check the storage. The storage looks good. Available 8 TB, protected 4 TB, which is great. All the disks are here, as you can see. Our installation is complete. What I can do now is just adopt these 2 cameras. Let's connect the cameras. The switch I have here is a PoE switch, so that's why it's able to turn on the cameras. So let's wait for the cameras to come up. All right, as you can see, the G4 DOM just popped up. So I'm going to click on Add. So I just received a notification on my phone telling me that I have 2 devices ready to be adopted. So yeah, you can do it either on your phone or you can wait for them to pop up on the screen. Okay, but look at what happens. When I go here, all my old cameras popped up, and including the 2 new cameras that I have. So apparently, because I shut down UniFi Protect on the UDM SE, the cameras didn't know where to go. Now they're showing up here, asking me to adopt them. So what I'm going to do, let's say I'm just going to adopt these 2 here. These are the 2 cameras that I have in front of me. I'm going to adopt these 2, and we're going to see. The other ones, I'll take care of them later on. All right, so the 2 cameras are adopted. They are now trying to update. Let's wait for the update to finish, and then we can look at the footage. Cameras are updated. I can click here to see the camera. This one is the one in front of me. All right, so everything is working fine. The G4 DOM is right here. I can open it as well. So that's me. Hello. And all right, so I'm not here to explore UniFi Protect. I was just installing this, but we can just go quickly and I can show you the different options that we have here. This is the dashboard where you have all the smart detection screenshot here, and you can go on the UniFi devices to see the different cameras you have. These are the new ones that we just adopted. These are the old ones from the UDM SE. I don't want to adopt them now because I want them to keep their configuration. So I will make another video where I show you how I'm going to move everything to the UNVR from the UDM SE. And here you can create views. Here I have the two views of the two cameras I have in front of me right here. And the second here is for the playback. You can play back, go through the timeline and see what happened. You can scroll back in the past. This is for smart detections, where you see every time there was a emotion or a car or a person detected. And this is for insight, where you can see what camera is busy, where do you see many cars, where do you have a lot of motions, things like that. And here you have the logs, system logs, updates, admin, and so on. And under the settings, you can set when you want to record, when you want to smart detection to work, and scroll down and check all of this. I'll make another video. This has been long enough. And on the system, you can download the configuration file. The temperature, I'm gonna set it to Fahrenheit and apply. So you can download the configuration file. There is a recovery code here that you can reveal if you want to. Automate device updates, I don't want to do it. The next thing will be to move all the other cameras. I'm going to download the configuration from the UDM SE and load everything on the UNVR, and I'm gonna make another video about it. Thank you for watching, guys. And if you are studying for the Cisco CCNA 200-301, I have a course on KBTrainings.com. Goes from zero to engineer. Will help you start or boost your career in the tech field. If you have any question, you can leave it in the comment. For now, I'm going to install this device in the rack. The next thing will be to move all the other cameras. I'm going to download the configuration from the UDM SE and load everything on the UNVR, and I'm gonna make another video about it. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and bye.